For the weekly Chem check inventory and FWP ordering, you're going to utilize the clipboard that has these Chem shed inventory sheets on it. With these inventory sheets, when the guys come into the office, they check the items out. We record the date and what items that they take and so forth on the paper copies that's on the clipboard. When you are ready to do your inventory for the week, you scroll to the very last bit of this, and you're going to see this page that says Office Weekly Inventory Count. On this one, you would put the date, so today's the 7th, and you would go to the shed and count what you have. So we have all these items. Again, you're writing this inventory on the paper copy. I'm just doing it here so that you could see it. So you go ahead and go all the way through and count all these items. The magic lube and reagents are in the office, not in the shed. So you'll go ahead and count that. Then you'll bring the clipboard to your desk and open up 2022 Weekly Chem Shed. When you open this up, you're going to go ahead and make sure that all of the items have been allocated. So you are looking at your Chem page, and on the Chem page, right next to their date, you are going to have an initial over here on this outside section. If there's an initial out here, that means it's already been entered in the Google Sheet, and you do not need to enter it. For this example, we're going to say that Jordan came on 2/7, and he took out 3 things of acid, which did not have an initial next to it. So we would come in here, and we would go ahead and record Jordan. And then we'd put to the date, and then we'd say he took out 3 things of acid. And you'd come back to your sheet, and over here to the side, you would initial that this has been done. Okay, so once that has been taken care of, that allocates that no longer needs attention because it's already been entered in here. Then you're going to come down here to the bottom spot after you have counted everything, and you're going to enter your count. So today's 2/7. We had 3 acid. We had 12 shock, 26 tabs. We don't have any of the 40s anymore. Bicarb, we had 3. Aqua Pearl, we had 6. And you know what these are based on these names up here, so you can always scroll up if it's easier for you to see. 0, 5. And then I just jotted down really quickly that we had 6 cases of 12 plus 5 left over, so that's 77. So 77. And then we had 5 yellow treats, which is interesting. Magic Loop, we had 2. 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. Okay, and then you want to see if these numbers match. They should match if everything has been allocated correctly. If they don't, that means something has not been allocated correctly. For instance, yellow treat. For some reason, it's saying that we have 1 more than we previously had gotten. And then also this magic lube is showing that we have 1 less. So I'm going to go ahead and double count to make sure that there is not something just wrong with what I counted. Maybe I didn't see it, something along those lines. And everything else is good except for number 9. So I'm going to make sure that number 9 is not wrong and that the magic loop isn't wrong. So I did recount it really quickly, and magic loop we did have 3, so that needs to be corrected. However, the number 9, we really do have 3 and not 2. So we're going to go back and look at our last week's, and it says that we ordered 2, which is correct. We received 2, so this is off. and it carries over on what this stock is. So I don't know how that one got off, but it is off, but it'll carry over corrected. And then this one was the yellow treat. The same thing will happen. It'll carry over corrected. So that is how you do that. And then you're going to go into ordering the parts. Now that I have all my numbers, I'm going to find this page, FWP Chem Order Calculation Sheet. And we're going to calculate what orders we want. So I'm going to change the date. Today is the 7th. Today is the 7th. And I'm just going to go ahead and copy. Okay. And then it is printed, so I do not want the color to be in there. Now I made it transparent. So I've covered everything over, and then I'm going to take a look at these numbers. And the other thing that I do is I transfer over what the guys ask for so that I can compare that to our items that we're trying to keep. So I'm going to go to band and look that up. Once you get to band, you're going to go to events. In the events, you're going to look for the chem part order. Here. So nobody's ordering chems, and we have these 2 items that are being ordered. Okay, so we're going to put them under this person, and that's all that we have. So nobody's ordered any chems, so we're just going to restock our shed based on that. So typically we want 4 to 6 things of muriatic acid. We only have 3. We're going to up that just because nobody ordered, and I know people are going to use things. Shock, we have plenty, so I'm not going to order any. Tabs, we're not ordering any. Bicarb, we have 3. So we want to keep 4, so we'll go ahead and get 1 more thing of bicarb. Aquapearl, we have 6, so we definitely don't need any. Salt, we're not ordering any at the current moment. Cal Hypo, we have plenty. Algebraic, we're good. Yellow treat, 5 things of it, so we don't need any. Sorry, these are 0. Magic Lube, we have more than we need. Reagent 1, we want to keep. Our keep number is 3, and this is 2, so we need 1 more. All of these are looking good. And reagent 10, we only keep 2, so we don't need to order any there either. So all of our reagents are good, so this is what our order is. So we're going to go ahead and go to FWP. My account, favorites. And here's your most common things. So the first thing that we're ordering is muriatic acid. So muriatic acid, and we are going to go with, I believe we said 12 things of muriatic acid. Then the next thing is 1 thing of bicarb. Bicarb, 1 thing of bicarb. Okay. And then after that, reagent number 1. Reagent number 1. Okay, that should be our order. Now, to make the minimum for FWP order, we need to have an order of 350, which this does not meet the minimum. I believe we did order some other things earlier, so that should hit the minimum on the separate order, as long as all together it's our order. So you hit continue, PO, this is going to be office chems. special instructions, it's going to be 2-9 delivery. Make sure that the delivery method is branch delivery. Continue. Make sure everything looks good and go ahead and hit finish. Now we're going to print our order, and we print our order because we need to make sure what we ordered is what we receive. So we'll go ahead and print that. Then we have a clipboard in the office that we put that on, so that when orders are received, we check mark to make sure everything is on there, plus anything for our other orders, if we have any back ordered items. We also had another order of 127. So it looks like if we have 127.66 for our other order, plus this is 204.73, we are about $20 shy of meeting our minimum. So we will find another item to order between now and then. The order that Chick wanted was pressure mounted gauges, so we would want to order those parts. However, I do believe we have those in the office, so I'm going to double check that, and then if I don't, I will order those. Okay, so I went to the outside warehouse and looked at our office inventory, and we were looking for a pressure gauge that he was wanting, and he said that he wanted a bottom mount and a back mount. We have both in stock, so I'm going to go ahead and I pulled those parts for him. I'm going to go ahead and write the date and the tech's name. Then we take our old number, we mark through it. I used to have 1, took 1 out, so now I have 0, so that's my new number. Do the same thing here. I used to have 3, take 1 out, now I have 2. We'll go ahead and record that on the thing, and now I've got these parts for Chick. I'll label them, and I put them in the window seal for him to come pick up, and I also kind of let him know. So I don't have any more parts that I need to order at this time. And before I get out of this, I'm going to print it. This is the FWP calculation sheet. I'm printing it, and I put it in the back of the clipboard so that we have that history in case something's off to figure out what it is. The FWP order that I printed, I put that on our order clipboard so that we're ready tomorrow to go ahead and check it in for Wednesday when that order comes in. That is balancing the Chem shed, inventory, and FWP order.